We need some fabric from Dover.
Nah. Ernie Irvin hit the heck out of that wall on the inside.
Sure did.
Well, only time will tell.
Huh?
Now, you know what? Earnhardt's got one big problem.
What's he got?
The 36 car is going to be trying to get back in the...
Yeah, but he's 2 laps down. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
he's
he'll
gonna...
watch him press.
But so
watch
far,
him press.
he ain't even been able to keep up with him on the takeoff.
Well, that's the deal. But if he does, he's going to press.
Terry Labonte's in.
Texas.
44 is in. 4 is in.
Man.
They're running where? 19? 28.
I'll be glad when that's done.
Did that guy come in on those legs, or it was from
He's riding a chicken.
Riding a chicken.
Those are the famed blue crabs that gave their lives for the cause here over the weekend. All the NASCAR family always gathers at some of the noted restaurants here in the Dover and Lipsick area of Delaware. And
yeah.
Man,
you know who taught me how to eat those things was the late Elmo Langley, who was from Maryland.
Yeah.
And Elmo saw me just massacring a crab one night. He said, Eli, he said, I can't stand to watch that anymore. Here's how you eat those things. And ever since, the level of the Chesapeake hasn't been the same.
He told me that. He said, you got to take the shell off, Eli.
Yeah. I just wondered if you were still friends after he showed you how to eat one. I tell you, the best thing to get's a crab cake sandwich. Let somebody else do all that.
Get the taste, somebody else does the work. Under caution for the 6th time. Let's ride with Matt Kenseth.
Man.
You see how quickly Bessie's car jumped,
Just jumped loose, yeah.
Now with Ernie.
He gets that right rear up there, just wiggles a little bit.
Sounds about as scary as the look.
Yeah, I hate that. You know, it's
the
more I see stuff like that, the more I like doing TV work, you know?
Welcome. Let me tell you something. Anytime that straightaway starts getting longer, you know you're in trouble.
Now, remember, with Kenseth caught up in the jam there, we see the swap around. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will apparently take over the NASCAR Busch Series point lead here today. Third is Jeff Green. Then Elton Sawyer and Jason Keller in the points. Of course, Keller is now in 4th place on the racetrack, so this is going to be a dandy day for him, too.
Great job.
Fields getting the 1-to-go signal, so we'll be back to it here in a moment.
Green's in the top 10. He's 10. Mikey's recovered. He's 13th there.
You know, somebody's been pretty quiet, too, is Johnny Benson in the 33 car. He's running in 8th right now and just doing a very nice job in that car.
I'll tell you, I didn't even notice. Been quietly moving up.
Yep. Elton Sawyer is 11th. Dave Blaney now running in the 12th spot. So some of the names we talked about earlier who were mid-pack have begun to rise to the top with 45 miles, 45 laps to go. Glenn Jarrett's down with the Infield Care Center.
Well, I was going to talk to Matt Kenseth, but you can see him waving as they go by there. He came out, he's okay. What they found out was they had loaded everything up. They thought the car was damaged too badly. They couldn't see it clearly. But now they realize that they can get the car back in. So they're going to rush Matt down to the other end of the speedway. We're down at turn 1 where the medical center is. Busch Garage area is all the way down between turns 3 and 4. So they're going to take him down there. They're going to try to get him back out. He's the points leader after all. He's going to garner everything he can out of this mess.
I can't believe Glenn wouldn't try to keep up with him.
No, great. All right, here we go, guys. Lap 155 complete.
Or as a guy up here used to say, good gravy.
You got it. I tell you what, tires are not a problem, fuel's not a problem, but staying in the lead is.
Earnhardt Jr. leading the yellow car, Fido up 2 laps down, remember. And Ward Burton just didn't get up to speed quickly.
No, he struggles a little on the restart. Once he gets it wound up, he goes quick. Peter Dale Jr.'s car is mighty quick on the restart, and he was testing that flagman.
Jason Keller there on the outside going in the corner there. He's moving quite well. He's taking a good line through there, and Todd Bodine just behind him in the 66, doing a great job today.
Todd never qualifies that good, or at least he hadn't lately. But, man, he races good. He always comes up to the field and is in the top 5 or 6 there every race.
And, you know, we talked about Jason Keller. Remember, he won the pole here in 95, led a good bit of the race, has a couple of top 5 finishes here. So the fact that he's running so well shouldn't really surprise us.
No, and he is a very good race car driver, very consistent, and also stays out of trouble.
Hey, answer this, because he's got the car he used to win the race at Bristol. As we watch Dale Earnhardt Jr., is there anything to this concrete car deal where you use a car particularly for concrete racetracks?
I frankly think there is. The cars that we run at Bristol and here, they're built with a little bit more, got a few more roll bars in them. They're a little bit stiffer in the chassis, which will make them adhere to this concrete a little bit better, get rid of some of that flex.
There's the leader, there's the lapped car, and here comes a whole host of guys.
Boy, you don't want to look back at this crowd.
Oh, my. That is your 11th place car on back.
Yeah.
All of those guys right there.
Yeah, and they've swapped that position 9 times over there on the back straightaway.
That green car to 89, Jeff Fuller down on the bottom there. These guys are swapping, like you say, Darrell, back and forth, sliding around each other.
And they're on the lead lap. That's 18th, Phil Parsons in the 10 car. You've got the 89 and 19 spot, so they're all battling for position with 40 to go. Now Kenny Wallace in 16th with Mike Dillon just ahead of him in the Kingsford car.
Mike Walsh up there in that plum-colored car all over the racetrack. He's very, very high in the corner. I don't think the car really is getting the grip he wants in the corner.
No, he tries to run down low, but he slows him down. Looks like he just got the car pushing too much. He got to run high to free it up, get it up off the corner. But he loses a lot of time doing that, because every once in a while he gets in there a little too hot and push him way up on him.
Just as we say that, he starts running the low line.
Well, he's listening to us. I told him I'd tell him what to do if he just listened to me.
There you go.
13, that white car, Wheelan sponsorship. That's Ted Christopher. First time here. He's in 24th position.
And that may not sound like a great accomplishment for the first time here on the lead lap in 24th position. That's a good yeoman's day's work right there.
Let's tell everybody why we're not talking about Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's checked out. He's got about a 15-car length lead right now, or half a turn on the second-place car. Ward Burton holding on very well. But back here is the war.
Todd Bodine and David Green getting around Jason Keller. So not a good trip down to that stretch for Keller.
No, he pushed up off of 2, and we did open the door, and they went through.
He's got more problems just behind him. Kevin Grubb there has been fast all day long.
Keller's now in 6th. Grubb is 7th.
Grubb is coming. I think he's going to take that spot.
Trouble, main straightaway. That is Jeff Fuller.
Oh, hard
the
lift.
white lightning wall. We heard a big boom just as he went by, which normally is indicative of a tire that was cut down. And caution, lap number 165. You see Fuller moving around in the race car.
Wow, that was a hard lift.
One lap has been gotten back by that man, Tim Fedewa.
He's been good. He's been really good since that early problem he had, and he's been really good. He's able to make up a lap.
Also, Dale Earnhardt Jr., when he realized there was a caution, he checked up right then. He did not have to race Fedewa, who's 2 laps down, so he let him get a lap back.
We'll take a couple of looks at what happened as Jeff Fuller checks out his race car.
He's underneath Phil Parsons there.
Oh, yeah, they touch. Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, man.
And that looks bad. Now watch when he turns around and heads down into the inside wall here again.
And you know what it was? That big boom I heard was him actually hitting the wall the first time.
Oh, Phil bounced. Yeah, see, Phil bounced off the wall.
Oh, it broke
You see
the wall.
get
Yeah.
there?
I saw dirt fly on the back side of the wall, so it broke the wall somehow.
What started that was Phil Parsons hit the outside wall, bounced in to Fuller's car, which shot him into that inside wall.
On the NASCAR officials checking out the wall you see right there.
Wow. That's even, look at this, Darrell.
Yep.
A lot of work there. That's the That was the MBNA sponsorship painted there till Fuller obliterated it, and NASCAR is going to check that wall very carefully to make sure its integrity is not terribly damaged. Meanwhile, Matt Kenseth is still in the garage now at the other end of the racetrack. Let's hear from him.
Well, Eli, he has made it back to his car where the crew is working feverishly to get him back in the race. Matt, the points lead has now slipped away, but the crew is working hard on the car. How bad is it?
I haven't looked at it yet, but it hit awfully hard. Made some mistakes last couple weeks. Last week got lucky. This week we didn't. We just really missed the setup by a long ways. We never had the car right all weekend, and you know, tried to make some adjustments and just couldn't get them done in time. Got us way back in the pack, and then Joe Bessie just lost control in front of me and didn't have nowhere to go. So we're just going to get out of here with a real bad finish, but we'll be back real strong next week.
Eli?
Next week is South Boston, Virginia, right here on TNN Motorsports. There you see the wall. Watch this again, Darrell.
Yeah, as he watched the blue car on the outside here, that's Phil. He bounces off the wall, and when he does, it just, man, they're running wide open right there. They're running 150 miles an hour right there, and when he hit Fuller's car, I mean, it took it for a ride.
And you know how fast you guys are going as a spectator, but when a car goes sideways, you really appreciate the speed here at Dover Downs. We're back in a moment.
That looks so fast.
Because it
never
was.
practiced well.
No, he's running wide open right there. He don't know if he's going to get hit. Phil bounced off. He's down there working on his car. Yep. He just shot over into him.
Well, the right side's flat on it, so he really packed the wall.
You can see they had a better shot of it looking back down the racetrack. You can see how hard Phil hits the wall and bounces out.
Now.
That's called real time. But in real life, it's called no time. Yeah, he's trying to push it back together. Yeah, let's see. How many miles we got to go here? 30 miles.
They look like they're going to try to repair it.
They're going to try and push the wall.
That wall's all right. Put a car up against it.
Uh-oh.
This lane's prop a couple tires up against it. It'll be all right.
Yeah, right. They'll fix it. They did once before.
I mean, what?
Drivers, race teams, and race fans, the 99 Gene Simpson Racing Catalog is now available. For more information, call 1-800-71-RACIN or visit the Simpson website at SimpsonRaceProducts.com and join Team Simpson today. Mack trucks are furnished by Clement Chevy Mack Sales. For all Drivers, race teams, and race fans, the 99 Gene Simpson Racing Catalog is now available. For more information, call 1-800-71-RACIN or visit the Simpson website at SimpsonRaceProducts.com and join Team Simpson today. Mack trucks are furnished by Clement Chevy Mack Sales. For all your truck and tractor needs, call Clement at 1-800-369-MACK. Winnebago Industries, the official motorhome of TNN Motorsports. For information on Winnebago Industries products or the Winnebago Motorsports team, call 1-800-643-4892.
I'll be right.
Well, they are going to work to make sure the wall has maintained full integrity here at Dover. And as a result, they are going to, I understand, put a red flag out here to let the crews continue. We are at lap 168 of 200. So there's going to be a red flag here. You see the field coming to a stop on the apron of the racetrack. That is at the exit of turn number 4. Cars cannot be worked on if you're not familiar with NASCAR rules, whether it's the Winston Cup, Busch Series, or any of the NASCAR Touring Series. When there is a red flag out, you cannot do any work on the car. So anyone anywhere on the premises that was trying to repair damage, they just have to wait. And Darrell, obviously right here, the number one concern is if somebody else happened to hit the wall at that speed at the same spot, You wanted to make sure the wall was going to hold up.
Yeah, well, that's the protection for the pit crews, you know, and you sure don't want anybody to hit that thing. The chances of that happen are slim and none, but if it did happen to happen,
sure,
everybody'd feel bad about it. So, but you know, one thing I've never understood, they stop the race and give it a red flag. Why don't let them bring the cars in and work on them? I mean, golly, they're just sitting there. Nobody, you can come in, work on them.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Make a better race.
While we talk to Jeff Fuller, you can go next door and talk with these guys here from NASCAR.
Well, they're over there now shaking their head like, what are you talking about? But, you know, it'd be kind of neat to let them come in and work on them.
Jeff Fuller just came out of the Care Center.